we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought
they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
To number 9. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
To number 15.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Complete.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's got room. Past the 12. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Block. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. From the gun, it's Locke, eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Dolphins take over.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but have 2 in the first quarter. That's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight. That can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
The ball carrier.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw it is Locke. Flushed out right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete.
The pass.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Locke. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
4-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Denver.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. throwing now is Locke. Being chased out left. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
I got you, Mike.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
And it's third down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is out quickly to the right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Fourth down.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Watch the twist. Check 13. Check 13. Jim.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Locke throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
35's the mic. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Single. 35's the mic. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Mike 35. Mike 35.
Now Locke again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Broncos first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Oh, good return up past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Go red. Slice blue.
Now Tua. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Ready. Blue 32. 50. All day. All day. Shoot. Watch the
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question, because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On play action, Locke. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Broncos 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
The pass.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Second and 1. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Will Lutz lining up for the point out.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Will Lutz